Do you know when you're having a conversation and the person is saying words and inside there's a raging storm? And somehow the words that this person is saying change when they enter your ears. And I had this today. I had this moment where the past, the present, and the future were getting all mixed up in a huge bundle. And I was just so angry. And it was so dramatic. It was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I cannot stand this. Oh, poor me. My life is so hard. It's so difficult to be me. And then, fortunately, I have some new tools. Some include listening and waiting and giving things some time. Others include having distinctions about when this bundle of past, present, and future are happening. And so I'm more careful. I try to not speak from that place because I know that I'm having some kind of influence from things that happened before, and most probably they have nothing to do with the person that I'm speaking with right now. And the other thing is that I am calling people. I am calling other people. I'm calling dear friends that hold space for me to scream my lungs out and to complain and to be a victim and to feel sorry for myself, and also recently to have fun, to really have fun with all this dramatic scenario that is happening inside of me. And it's been helping a lot. But today, during this particular conversation, this person, we were writing, and this person told me, well, I don't want to go back to my cave. I don't know what to say, but I want to stay in connection. And as soon as I read that, something softened. I felt this thread being thrown at me, and I could choose. I could choose either to hold it or to pretend that the thread was not coming my way, or pretend that the thread was whatever. You got it. So I decided to hold the thread because I care deeply about this person, and I know how hard it is being in the midst of the storm, the inner storm, how hard it is to create some space to throw the thread. It's really hard. And I really appreciate that kind of care and attention and the amount of effort and energy it takes to do that. So I held the thread. And something amazing happened when I did it, because I remember that when I was young, I used to make foams out of yogurt pots. I don't know if you played with this, but it was really cool. You would take 2 empty yogurt pots, you would make a hole with scissors, like an X, on the bottom in each one, and then you would put a thread through the hole, tie a knot on the inside so that it would hold, and you do the same with the other one. And then you would stretch that, and one person would get one of the yogurt pots and the other yogurt pot. And we could speak in a very long distance. It was really cool. So we had to put the yogurt pot in the mouth and start saying what we wanted to say. But the other person had to put their end on the ear. Otherwise, they would not hear what we were saying. And so it required a kind of communication a slower communication and a different kind of listening. And so I thought, how cool would that be if when a storm is happening and someone throws a thread, that we could use energetic yogurt pods to communicate with each other. And so using the intention and declaring the energetic tool, you could declare the yogurt pods with the thread. The thread is the intention of staying connected. Without the intention of staying connected, it doesn't work. But then each one of you has a yogurt pot. And for the communication to work, you really need to put your mouth in the pot. So you need to think about what you're saying, or how are you going to speak. You cannot speak loud, and you can also not speak fast. Otherwise, the communication will not reach the other side and the person will not understand you. And on the other side, the person really needs to be listening. They really need to put the yogurt pod on their ear and wait. And there's a communication arriving. And there's all this slowness happening. And there's nothing to do besides waiting until the other person stops talking. Because if you take the yogurt out of your ear, and you try to speak, the other person will not listen, and you will not listen to the other person. So it's like, I made this proposal to this person, and so now I am using this energetic tool to speak while I'm in the midst of a storm. This other person is also dealing with our storm, but we still want to stay connected. And I'm really glad that it is possible to play while relating and going through hard times, and things look messy and scary and emotions may come up, and still have the possibility to have fun with something and to try and slow down as much as possible so that we're still together.